Hi kiddos, ready for bedtime stories? So I typed them out. This part of our book is going to be called Animal Crackers. Borrowed cows. I was in about the first grade and we were living on a big farm in a place I'm not naming because this is going on the internet. This farm was about 6 acres and we had a big red barn and a pond. Your Grammy and Campbell were not farmers and we didn't have the farming equipment to mow the big fields. There was a neighbor down the road that needed his cows rotated off his farm for a few weeks so that the grass could grow back and he could tend to his land. His cows took a vacation at our farm. The cows would eat the overgrown grass, make fertilizer. They pooped everywhere and entertained your Uncle Luke and I. Times were tough. The neighbor teenager, Bob, would come over with his friends and they would have a cow patty tag game. You did not want to get tagged. You. Coronavirus. Ah yes, the wonderful pandemic that brought a lot of heartache to many. In March 2020, our school district joined the rest of the United States and was put on lockdown. That meant mask, Lysol, toilet paper, don't ask, and minimal trips outside of our home. We made the best of it. And after a while, the very next day, when the more lenient restrictions came, the very next day, we headed straight to the pet store to adopt a new pet. Little did we know that it was going to be a white-clawed albino African water frog. Might have gotten that out of order. The least shocking of this whole entire story is that our weird sense of humor, and we named him Coronavirus. Ribbit. Emoji. Tito's very first vet trip in Crestview came with more than just a heavy bill. Remember the cute little, oh no, kitty on the counter? We all now know that's the gigantic cat that now waddles all over Grammy and Campbell's house. Cats, cats, cats. Pinky, Mozart, Felix. I called Uncle Luke to fill in some of these gaps. Chocolate Drop, Houdini, Bright Eyes, and some random cat that loved attacking my face when I walked into the room. Needless to say, that one didn't last very long in our house. I was obsessed with the cats and the puppies, and unlike you two, my police face was better. Jumping goats. Gizmo was given to me for my 7th-ish birthday. He was the cutest and most fun goat. He had a little swirl of hair on top of his head. He was mostly black, gray, and white. Like most goats, he loved to climb on top of things. His favorite spot to sit on was a very old, non-working car in our yard. Well, one Sunday, a church friend came down the street running, got Grammy, and let her know that Gizmo was at the church jumping from car to car to car. Thank God the people at the church who witnessed this thought it was the most entertaining thing in the world. That could have been a very pricey outing for Gizmo. We also briefly had a girl goat named Sally. She was much more reserved and didn't interact all that much with us. I just liked the fact that Gizmo had a friend while I was at school. Part 2 is coming up.